Okay, today I want to briefly talk about course management. I played a course yesterday that I hadn't played in over a year, which is about 5,500 yards in total distance. Normally I'm playing courses that are 6,000 and above distance, total distance. But yesterday, because this course was a little bit shorter, I decided that I was going to stick to a course management plan that would allow me the best opportunity to hit greens in regulation and be able to putt for more birdies, thereby almost ensuring that I would make pars. Anyway, good course management will allow you to shave 5, 8, 9 strokes off of your game on a 18-hole course. So yesterday, they had 4 holes that were under 300 yards. 296, 252, 264, and 283 were the 4 holes that were under 300 yards. These are par 4s. And so I elected to hit a club, an iron, that would give me distances that would allow me to hit a wedge coming in. And so what you need to do when you're deciding on shorter holes, especially under 300 yards, what iron can I hit that will allow me to hit a wedge coming in? So for me, on a 296 hole, if I'm hitting an 8 iron if I'm hitting an 8 iron off the tee, I'm going to be about 136 out for my second shot, which would give me a wedge. On a 252 distance, hitting an 8 iron, that would put me at 92 yards, which would be a very short wedge. Of course, the 264 would be 104 yards out. That's my sand wedge. I'm pretty good with that sand wedge. So that's about 104 yards out. On a 283 hole, I would be about 123 out, which is pretty close to my 52 degree, which I hit about 130. So ideally what you want to do is you want to calculate your distance so that you are hitting a full wedge, or if you're not hitting a full wedge, it should be close to what you're hitting a 9 iron or an 8 iron in, depending on what club you choose to hit off the tee. But the 2 main points is you want to hit an iron off the tee, because that iron will allow you to hit something down the middle, and you'll be hitting in the short grass. And if you calculate properly, you'll be hitting a full wedge, whatever wedge it is that you need. You'll be hitting a full wedge in. On these 4 holes yesterday, I made par actually on each one, putting for birdie. I was on in 2. Twice I actually flew it a little pass because I was just over with my distance for that particular wedge. On one hole, I hit an 8 iron, and it carried a lot farther than I thought it would go because I had wind behind me. And of course, I wasn't at a full wedge coming in. I was in between clubs. But ideally, you want to hit an iron again so that you're in the short grass in the middle of the fairway with a great opportunity to hit a full wedge in. And if you're doing that, you'll be on in regulation. You should be, if your calculations are correct, you should be no more than 10 feet away from the pin, either over or short, left or right, putting for birdie. Okay, course management, so important. Right now I'm loving my game. I'm shooting in the 70s on a regular basis, and that's because I'm utilizing good course management. I'm hitting more from second shots, more from the fairway, and not in the first cut or the second cut rough. And that makes a huge difference when you're trying to get on in regulation. Okay, you try that, course management.